Alright, welcome back to another video. Obviously, I just got back from Fleet Farm. I never buy lures in the winter time. I always just basically save up my money for the summer. But I felt like I've been running dry. I barely have any baits, honestly. Most of the time I either snag them or break off somehow. But I did have a lot of baits, but they're all either in a fish's mouth, snapped off, or they're stuck on a tree branch 20 feet under the water. I got some Guggen baits. I got a bunch of jigs. I got whatever this is. I'll show you a sneak peek. Other than this, you're gonna have to wait for the end of the video. Yeah, try pause it then, try to see what it is. Otherwise you can just watch the whole thing. But I'll talk about that at the end of the video. That's definitely a special bait. I got this rattle trap and I got some spinner baits. Alright, so the first bait I'm going to be talking about is the Guggen Baits Trench Hog. This pack includes 7 6-inch trench hogs for a price around $6. I'm going to go in depth a little bit and talk about the bait, and we're going to crack them open. And by the way, hopefully you guys enjoy the fish tank in the background. I never really do videos with the fish tank in the back, but I kind of like this look, except for it's a little uncomfortable when the tripod is literally tangled up in my legs. But we're going to crack open these trench hogs. I have never had these before. I've had almost every Guggen soft plastic, but I have not had any Guggen hard baits. I'll talk about that more towards the end of the video, because right now I'm just going to show you guys the baits and why I got them. And if you guys have never got Guggen baits, especially the soft plastics, I don't know about the hard baits. I don't think the hard baits really have a scent, but man, dude, the soft plastics smell amazing, dude. When most non-fishermen think of a fishing bait, they probably think of a terrible smell that stinks. This actually smells really good. One question I do have, though, about these Guggen baits is, why is this huge packaging? There's literally grease on my finger from the bait. But yeah, I'm curious to why there's so much packaging right here. There's so much plastic. Why didn't they just cut it right there? I don't know, maybe it's for packaging reasons. Had to be a certain length or something. But look at these little guys. I mainly got these for the pre-spawn, post-spawn, all that kind of stuff. I think these long appendages will really piss off the bass. If it'll focus, yeah, there it is. This is the natural color, so it's got silver on one side and it's got green on the other. I think this will definitely catch some fish during the spawn. And then next we also have a Guggen bait that I have not used. Like I said, I've used probably all the soft plastics except for these two, and maybe some of the newer ones. But these are the 3.8-inch Saucy Swimmer, again a 7-pack, and these are in the white pearl shad color. So see, if you look closely, it's not just white, it has a little sparkle in it. This is the only soft plastic where it's packaged different, because obviously it's hard to throw a bunch of swim baits in a package like that so people can see it. So I'm gonna take these out, talk a little bit about them. I usually just buy cheaper swim baits to put on as a trailer, sometimes for jigs. Most of the time it's just for spinner baits. But we're gonna crack these open. This is just a straight clamshell. The other ones had a clamshell inside of a zip bag. Oh, that was satisfying to lift up. Honestly, these have a little bit different of a scent. It doesn't smell the same. It definitely smells similar. It tastes it smells like the regular Guggen baits soft plastics, except for it just smells dull. It smells like there wasn't as much. There's probably a certain reason for that, but I really like the ridges here. It's very satisfying to the touch. Hopefully the bass find it satisfying as well. They're fat little dudes. Look at that. That thing's fat. I've used a couple different brands of little soft plastic swimmers like this, and this is definitely the fattest. I've had a lot of skinnier ones. I don't know, it just feels durable. It feels like it won't rip easily compared to the other ones. When you stretch that, it doesn't rip. So yeah, now I've had all the Guggen soft plastics except for I think 2. But yeah, huge Guggen bait supporter. I really support the Guggen squad. A lot of you guys already know this, but if you're new here, you might not know. But yeah, this morning I did just buy a few baits off GuggenSquad.com. That'll probably be here in a week. I also bought another hoodie and a hat. Since my hat, I'd be wearing it right now. My Guggen Squad hat I got a month or 2 ago, but I left that at my cottage last time we went ice fishing there, so I probably won't get that back for a week. But anyway, now that we went over the soft plastics, we're gonna get into some of the spinner baits that we're gonna use the trailer as. I like to throw the Saucy Swimmer on spinner baits, so this is the first spinner bait. I'm definitely gonna be using the Saucy Swimmer on this little guy since it's a lighter color for clearer water. This is the Reed Runner spinner bait. It is a 1/2 ounce and with white and chartreuse. And I always get these confused. I'm pretty sure this is a Colorado blade. It might be the other way around. I think that the longer ones, I don't know which one's a Colorado blade. Definitely either the circular ones like this, or it's the long sharper ones. But I don't know, but I probably am wrong, to be honest. And then right here I also have a Reed Runner spinner bait. This one's black and 1/2 ounce as well with the Colorado blade, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, basically the same thing, so I'm not gonna talk about that too much to bore you guys. 2 spinner baits, 2 soft plastics. The trench hog was mainly for the spawn, since right now it's winter time. The state I live in, which is Wisconsin, we still have ice on the water, so yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, we're not having any type of open water fishing for a while, but I'm getting ready for it. I'm really hyped for this year since I'll actually be able to drive. I'll have my boat up and running, hopefully. So yeah, overall it'll just be a lot more fish catches than last year. And then I also got 3 jigs. The first one here is a Terminator 1/2 ounce Unique Pros jig. This is my favorite jig because it's got the blue and the green, and that's actually the same color as the Guggenbait's Bama bug for the Kraken craws and Bandito bugs. That's actually my favorite soft plastic color that Guggenbait's makes. And I actually caught my PB on this jig, not this exact one obviously, but this color jig, the same weight, the same brand, everything. Basically this jig, but except for it's in the lake because I got snagged after like a few casts after I caught my PB, so rip. But I had a Kraken craw and Bama bug color, and that's what I caught my PB on. So yeah, I got another one of these since I lost the other one. But keep in mind I will be getting a lot more baits. This is just kind of like what I bought mid-year. I don't know. I always get excited buying baits personally, and so I just wanted some more excitement. I've just been bored, so I was like, you know what? I was gonna save my money for later, but I'm bored, so I'm gonna go get some lures. This next one is also from the Terminator brand. This is the weedless football jig. It is a 1/2 ounce and it is bright blue and black, and obviously it's a football jig. So again, once I have more than one bait, I'm not gonna talk about it too much. I'm just gonna talk about the first one, then the rest of them I'm just gonna show you a color really. They're one of my favorite baits, but they're just kind of boring to look at if you look at multiple, especially through a video. So I'm gonna try to get through the jigs faster. And the third one is yet again Terminator brand. This one is an all white design, 1/2 ounce as well. I think all these are 1/2 ounce. Might have got one that was 3/8. I actually caught my PB on a 3/8 ounce actually, now that I think about it. But so yeah, that is it for the jigs. Next we have the only crankbait. I only bought one crankbait. I don't know if I said this earlier, but I did have a $50 Fleet Farm gift card that I got for Christmas. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend all of this on lures and try not to buy anything that I don't need. So I didn't have much time, but I was like, and by the way, this was only $40 spent of it. I had another 10, but I didn't want to accidentally go over, because if you guys don't know, I'm saving up for a trolling motor. So I can't buy a trolling motor at Fleet Farm because the ones there are way too expensive. So I need to buy one online, which means I need to save up cash. If I have a Fleet Farm gift card, I might as well use it at Fleet Farm, you know? So I might as well just buy some baits. But anyway, this is a Mustad rattle trap, Bill Lewis. I don't know, there's like 10 different brands on here. I don't know which brand it actually is. I've seen these a lot on fishing videos. Pretty sure Kicking Their Bass TV, Fishing with Norm, all them. Pretty sure they all use this crankbait a lot. I'm so dumb. I was gonna do an unboxing. I don't know why I'm not taking them out of the package. Ooh, this actually feels pretty good. There's the old rattle trap. Little lipless crankbait right there. Like I was saying, I've seen Kicking Their Bass TV, Fishing with Norm, all them. They're pretty good fishermen. I see them use this a lot. There is a lot of crayfish around where I live in the summer. I don't know where they go in the winter, but in the summer there's a lot of crayfish. So this red color is gonna be pretty good around the rocks. So yeah, that was like $7, I think. I just threw that on the carpet. Luckily it didn't get snagged, so that wasn't a good idea. This is the Scum Frog popper. Apparently, there's not much details on this packaging clearly. This was the bait you've all been waiting for at the end. I did not show you this at the beginning, but this is probably the least amount of information I've ever seen on a fishing bait. They have this whole packaging, and they barely wrote anything. But anyway, we're gonna pop this guy open. This is the worst frog I've ever seen. I don't know, I've seen this in Fleet Farm like 10 different times. It's always in stock. I swear no one's ever bought this. Oh my god. Why is it sticky? Why is it sticky? This is not supposed to be sticky. Oh my god. This is the worst frog I've ever felt / seen in a store. It literally is nothing. I could probably make a frog better than this. I don't know. Who knows? It could catch biggins. I'm not. If you like this type of frog, please don't hate on me. I'm not here to make fun of you, but hey, I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen a frog that looks like a mini cucumber before. It's hard to see on a camera, like the definition of it, but I literally cannot describe the shape of this. Like, what is that? So yeah, enough of me making fun of this bait. Also, one last thing I need to make fun of. What is this? This literally feels like a zip tie. I don't know. I'm not gonna make fun of this because I feel like someone that's watching this might use these type of baits. I mean, the hooks are actually pretty sharp. I'm surprised. And also, by the way, I got this for $2. Who knows? This could be my new favorite frog, but I doubt it. But yeah, this is what I've been hiding from you guys. I did buy this for a challenge video. I'm planning on doing an expensive frog versus cheap frog video. That'll be in a long time from now. Every time I go to Fleet Farm, I walk past this stupid frog and I laugh. So I was like, I gotta have it. I still don't know why the eye is sticky. Like, look, it's literally sticky. See, it's sticky. You see that? It's stuck to my finger. I'm not capping. Karma sucks, doesn't it? I literally just stabbed my sock. The frog is currently in my sock right now. That's called karma right there. I forgot to take a thumbnail when all the baits were actually in the packaging, so, but if I didn't do that, you guys wouldn't click on the video, so there'd be no point in doing all this anyway. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you want to know a little update about the channel, you can stay tuned, but if you just came here to watch me open some baits and make fun of some of them, aka the frog, then you can click off, I don't care. but I know there's some of you that want to know a little bit about how I stopped going daily. So yeah, if you did not see the last video, which I don't know how many days ago it was, since technically as I'm filming this video right now, I'm still going daily. I'm still having a video go out every day. The last video that came out when you guys are watching this, I talked about how I'm done going daily. For a short period of time, I'm gonna go daily again in the summer, but I just don't feel like the content is there. I feel like I edit pretty good. I just don't feel like I have the time to put in good edits. So I mean, hopefully you all enjoyed the edits on this video. I tried to edit this one very well. I have not edited it clearly yet, but when I do edit, I'm planning on doing a lot more B-roll. Hopefully I include some of the shots I took before I started this video of me going over the baits with the camera while I'm talking. And yeah, if you didn't watch that video, I'm going back to Tuesdays and Friday, except for this time I'm uploading at 5 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. and this is in Central Time, so if you want to know the conversion, you can look that up. Obviously I was not able to go ice fishing this weekend. It was -10, -20 today. It was probably the coldest I've ever been in the last few years. This year's been very cold. We just haven't had much snow. I almost just stepped on the crankbait I threw on the floor. But yeah, there's not going to be any more videos, hopefully, of me just talking. If I'm not doing a fishing video, it'll at least be a sit-down video talking about some baits, not just me rambling about something random for like 12 minutes a day. Every video will either be a fishing video, a sit-down video, or a reaction video. It won't be me just talking about nothing. At least I was talking about some of the baits I got today. And during the days I'm not uploading, I will be trying my hardest to look up better editing strategies, you know, maybe some more effects, certain strategies to keep you guys engaged and entertained, and not just me talking the whole time. But yeah, I'm being a little bit hypocritic here by talking for like the last 2 minutes of the video, so I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all, and by the way, I'm gonna go back to my old outro, not the one I've been doing. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next week.